Hey, hi, how are you? It's Chris again. Welcome back to my channel. I haven't been to the farmer's market in a few weeks. However, between the grocery store and whatnot, I bought several herbs that at this point legitimately need preserving in some way and or using. So we're going to walk through what I'm going to do real quick. I haven't been feeling well, which is why I haven't gone. I'm going to take some of my fall or autumn honey, which is the most richest, darkest honey, with a little bit more of a less sweet flavor than you're going to get from a spring or summer honey. I like using that one for a lot of cooking, like with fish. And this is thyme. I'm not even going to take it off of the stems because I want it to infuse into this honey, because honey and thyme is a good mixture for a lot of my cooking. And I'm shoving it in the jar with the honey I already poured in there because I was trying to see how much I needed, because it will take up some room, obviously. For this to infuse, you legitimately just need to put it in there. Make sure all of your herbs are covered, which currently mine are not, because the stems are poking about the top, as you can see. We'll see if we can shove them down further and get them to stay. And once this is infused, which takes a couple weeks, you can always just fish your herbs out, the stems out, while you're cooking. As long as it's underneath the surface, those herbs are not going to mold at all. They're in. This one, I will label that. Although I shouldn't have to, because I use spring honey for the other herb I'm infusing, and autumn honey for this one. And because I'm the one that's looking at it, I know which one are out of my vodka infusions and which one are not. If I had more, or which one of my honey ones are which, because if I had more that were dark like this in color and honey, then I'd obviously label them and the date that I put them in there, and you probably should do that anyway. If I had more that were in the light honey, again, I'd be labeling and dating. Again, you should probably do that anyway. Same with my oils, but right now I have rosemary and saffron and mushrooms and not oils, vodka, in vodka that I've been shaking once a week, and they're different colors, and you can see what's inside. Out of what's left of my herbs that I'm going to do anything with, and I'm just going to run you through it. This package is mint. I left the little wrapper on here, and it's mint. It's getting to the point it needs to be used. I will make some homemade mint iced tea, southern style. And I'll use 90% of that up, and what's not used up, I will do what I'm about to do to this herb. I have a little baking tray here. I'm not going to get the rack out. I don't feel the need to, and I'm just going to stick a piece of paper towel down. This is my sage. I can't think of something I'm going to cook with this at the moment. I've used what I want to with cooking. I'm not going to break the leaves off of the stems at the moment, although you should. So I might. Hold on. Yeah, might as well. And I'm going to go ahead and dry these. I will move them around. Make sure they're getting proper amounts of air and whatnot. That smells amazing. And let them completely dry out over the next however long it takes. I have one, no, I told you about the mint. So whatever I don't use in the mint iced tea, I will do the same thing I'm doing here. Well, that didn't take very long. It wasn't a whole lot of sage. And make sure they've got airflow to them. It'd be better if I put them on my rack, but I'm not going to. And let it dry. Don't have a dehydrator in the house, but what I do have is my roasting pan with the rack underneath, and you guys have seen me dry herbs on that before when it came to my vodka infusions. The only other one I have currently is chives, which if you've never bought chives from the grocery store, they tend to look a lot like grass. And what I'm going to do with that is because I'm going to make a butter sauce for the pasta and chicken that I have left over. Well, I don't have pasta left over, I will soon. I'm going to let this butter come to temperature because it's just straight out of the fridge. It's not quite malleable yet. With a little bit of working it could be. We can do it now. This works up faster in a food processor, a blender, a stand mixer. I'm not going to do all that right now. I will go get myself I have a cutting board right here, but I'm just going to do this by hand, I think. And get myself an itty bitty amount of garlic to put in here. Hold on. I have fresh garlic hanging on the wall behind me that I could cut and mince. Or I could throw in a food processor and have it minced in seconds. I don't much feel like doing that. This is not even, it's a little shy of a full stick of butter. So I'm going to take some minced garlic, aka garlic, when you have it from the jar like that. I actually really like that term, even though a lot of people are like, they said garlic. Did she really say garlic? Yeah, I said garlic. I don't see why I shouldn't say garlic. This is better when you cut it up properly. This is for home use. I'm using it. And it will cook down. If I were doing this in a restaurant, I would definitely take the time to fine dice all these chives. So I had a consistency throughout the whole amount of butter. This is actually quite a bit of chive for this little amount of butter. But it's going in a pasta, so it'll be fine. And you're just making an herbed butter. Now, herbed butter, once you mix it together, and if you have it properly covered, can last a week or two in your refrigerator with no issue. That one's a bigger piece of chive. I will be using it within the next 24 hours. I might want to get myself a different thing to work with. Because the spoon does not have enough pressure behind it. And you're just going to work it together. Depending on what restaurant you go to, what their recipes for themselves are, what home chefs you talk to, their recipes for herbed butter are going to be different. Mine does not look appetizing at the moment because it looks like I just threw a bunch of grass and garlic on top of herbs. I know what it looks like. However, the mixture of all of this and possibly a few other herbs make it great. You can use this on toast. Big piece of butter right there that I can't get my... There we go. You can use it on toast. It's great on toast. Garlic butter for garlic toast. And you just mix it. It's not at the right temperature for it to be easy for me to be doing this too, so it's kind of... You know what? If I had gloves on, I would just do it with my hands. I'm going to let it sit for a few minutes and come to a more workable temperature. But I'm just going to put some of the Greek blend in it while I'm at it. Anyway, I haven't been feeling good, so I haven't gone to the market. I probably will not go this weekend either. I made the following. So when I do go to the market, you guys will get a market video. But I'm not going to overly stress because, I promised I'd do market videos on Mondays. We're going to change that this summer to, we'll do market videos if I go to the market or a farm stand. So that I can take the pressure off myself of feeling like I need to go because I made a commitment that you guys didn't ask for, that I just arbitrarily said I would do. It's starting to come together now. And you guys can still get the videos when I do go. But it tends to be when I don't feel good, the way I don't feel good right now. It's comfort foods and lots of me making X amount and then turning leftovers into something else, which are not necessarily market things, and I don't have the energy to go to the market to get those ingredients. And now that we're not shopping at Walmart as much, if I don't go to the market on Saturdays, I can still get decently fresh produce that tastes better than what I get at Walmart, that lasts longer than what I get at Walmart for my everyday cooking. And as much as I agree that we need to support our local and small businesses, these are smaller grocery chains I'm going to in my area anyway. They provide a better amount of food for the price, a better diversity in food for the price, and I get a little bit more out of the rut I've been in. Now, that's incorporated all of the herb into it. At this point, you can shape it. Like, let's shape it a little bit. And make it look pretty and put it on a table to like impress your guests. Look, I put together a fancy butter for you. What I'm going to do, hold on. I'm using it tomorrow in cooking. Probably the whole entire thing. Ziploc bag in the fridge. And if you're not doing it for fancy guests, that's as fancy as you gotta get. And if it's not as mixed as you want it, at that point, mix it how you want it. Alright guys, so in 14 minutes I hand mixed herbed butter, mixed up some thyme and honey, got my sage sitting there, and told you what I'm going to do with this mint. The mint is going to wait until tomorrow. Along with this, you guys will probably see me do it in Friday's video. Thanks for being here, guys. I hope you had an amazing holiday weekend, and I hope you have an amazing week ahead. Stay healthy and stay safe. Bye.